Hey, hi all. So today we will be seeing another program. So this is about swapping two variable uh, which contains two string. We're not dealing with integer numbers, but here we are dealing with string. And the condition is like we cannot use a third variable. So for example, we have two, not integer, it's string, two string. One is like str1 equals to London, and there is another string str2 that is let's say Mumbai. Okay, so now what we have to do, like let's say before uh, I mean sys out before swapping. So let's run this code first. Okay, so as you can see, the before swapping the value is London and Mumbai. Okay, I'm not giving any space as of now, so just this is to string. We can give a space as well, but let's do give a space. Okay, so now the first string is London and the second string is Mumbai. So now what I want is st1, yeah, after the operation, st1 should be having the value of Mumbai and the st2 should be having the value of London. So just this value should be swapped. Now, how can we do it without using a third variable? So we cannot do like str1 equals to str2 and then str2 equals to str1. That will not work because when you do it, str1 equals to str2, then str2 you're putting to str1. Okay, so str1 becomes Mumbai because this is when we do it, when this actually creates two objects in the memory, right? This one object and this two second object. I mean, this is string literals, right? So it gets created in the string constant spool, and it's just the reference. It's holding the reference of this London. So okay, so once we just put str2 to str1, then now str1 is pointing to this Mumbai object. Okay, so like this. So this will not work. Like this means what I wanted to mean, like str1 equals to str2, right? And next str2 equals to str1. This will not work because here it is what is happening. str1 contains str1. You're just putting str2 to str1. That means str1 is referring to this Mumbai object. So when I print str1 now, it will give Mumbai. And then same time, str2 equals to str1. That means str1 now is Mumbai, and you're giving str2 Mumbai to Mumbai. So both would be Mumbai right now. So let's see it. I mean, we can do this like this. Let's see whether it's what is happening here. So as I said, like after swapping, it's both are Mumbai right now because this logic is not working. Now, what I have to do here? Okay, so let's delete this part. Now the logic is like first, let's say this thing str2 equals to str1 plus str2. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm just concatenating these two string, this and this, to one variable str2. Now str2 is holding both London and Mumbai. Okay, next I will str1 equals to str2. Now what I have to do? Let's say this value is currently this way, London, London and Mumbai. Okay, so this is the value currently. and so this str2 containing this value, right? So from this we have to extract. We need what value we want in str1. We want Mumbai in str1, right? So we have to extract this value and put it here. So how to extract this value? So we need to use the substring of method, right? So there is a method called substring. Now which there are three overloaded method here, but which one we need it? We do not do we need this one or do we need this one? Because here it needs a beginning index and the end index. But in our case, we just want the from from aim we need the first index, but we do not need the last index because eventually we'll if you give the beginning index, it will take the whole string from this to end of the string. So we need this one, right? So now what value I need to give here? This is one question, right? So the value would be probably um, okay, the value would be str1 because this London, right? So this length, the length of the value. So str1, I will explain this once more. Just give me a second. Str1 dot length, right? So when I give this, that means substring of this this length is means what is this length? This length is 6, right? So what is the sixth index from, I mean, which character is there in the sixth index? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, M. So we need from M, right? So substring includes the first index, but it as of now we do not have the end index, so we can ignore it. So so it will take the whole value Mumbai altogether will come to the str1. That's our target, right? So we get the value is Mumbai to str1. Now we need str2. So str2 equals to, again I will take this str2 because this is having the concatenated value, right? So str2 dot, again I will use the substring. Now what I want London in str2, right? So to get London in str2 we have to give the zeroth index here, right? 0 comma, because as you can see there were three, I mean there's total three overloaded method, right? So the thing which we need here is like this substring this. See, there is one interesting thing here, like we do not have to understand like if you do not know what how substring function is working here, so you can easily hover over here and you can get all the related things, like it gives a complete meaningful description, like returns string that is substring of the string. The substring begins at the specific beginning index and extends to the character at index minus 1. Thus, the length of the substring end index minus begin index. So here, like hamburger substring 4 comma 8, which is returns arch. How it is happening? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So from you it will be starting and end index is 8. 8 minus 1, seventh. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, seventh. E. E is the 8 because the last end index is my always like it is written like this. Sorry, because it whenever we have to, like, let's say in the end index is 8, then we have to count it till 7. Okay, that's the rule in Java. So you can go through it. Even if you hover over here, hit, you can see this is just a single value is given because it's just the beginning index. We do not need the end index. So very uh, interesting documentation here, and we can learn it a lot. So now let's see what would be our end index here, right? So our end index would be this one. I mean n, right? I need to get the value of I mean not n. I should give the value. I mean let's say this the what I mean like the index at this m character, right? So how do you get the index of m character? That's simple, right? So we have to just if we if we subtract the length of London from um, London or Mumbai, yeah, length of Mumbai from the whole string, right? So str2 dot length minus str1 dot length. So str1 is currently holding the value of Mumbai. So we are just extracting the length of Mumbai from str2 dot length, and this will be working because, so if you see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, total 12, length is 12 of this whole value, right? Now we are deducting Mumbai means 6 digit, so total 6 is remaining. So now 6 mean, when I say 6, so 0 minus 6, so 0 is 0 and 6 is this n, I mean up to n it would be coming. Okay, so uh, this is I will give different numbers as well. I mean different string having the different number of length. Okay, and so different length we will see it. First let's see it whether it's working or not. So yeah, it's working, right? Before swapping London Mumbai, after swapping Mumbai and London, right? And let's say some giving some different value. Let's give it Kolkata. So it is having 7 character and this is having 6 characters, right? So let's say now whether it's working or not. So before swapping it's Kolkata and Mumbai, after swapping it's Mumbai and Kolkata. So this is working, right? So the logic is working. So we didn't use any extra variable or the third variable, and we achieved our target, right? So this is the program, and I hope you have learned it. If you have any doubt, let me know. Thank you very much.